Okay, good evening everybody. It's June 26th and I'm just going to go through the process of updating the charts here on Bitcoin and seeing what the most recent price action has done for us, if anything. So, alright, here's the chart we were looking at. Really we were looking for this ABC to proceed upwards into the red box. Obviously that did not happen. So the bullish move upwards in red in this instance is going to be taken off for sure. So what I was looking at is ABC up for a W, ABC down for an X, and was looking for an ABC for this Y. And at this point, the only way that this plays out is if we had our A here, B coming down here, and then C going up for an expanded flat correction to make that Y in this before we proceed downwards even further. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. We had obviously this B proceeded lower than the start point here of this move, and we would expect C then to proceed higher than the A if this was going to play out that expanded flat pattern. I don't see a clear move within this B, and really not one within this A either. So, you know, this is really just kind of up in the air. It could really do anything at this point. Corrective action is incredibly difficult to try to track, which we've seen, and that's why I've said multiple times now, just don't even try to kind of anticipate what's going on. We're not in any sort of trending environment here. You know, I know a lot of people were saying this was a spring and a Wyckoff, and so this is a test, and you know, yeah, that certainly might be. If we break through this $36,000 to $38,000 range here, and we say this is our spring, this is our test, and we're going to go up through that, then that's fantastic. That certainly could play out. I'm not going to say that's a high probability at this point, though. If we see continued weakness here, and we keep just bleeding down, then we're definitely going down into this $24,000 or $25,000 range that we've been looking for. Alternatively, if this expanded flat plays out and we go up to 36 to 38 and reject somewhere in there, we're still in the zone of potentially making our way down to the $24,000, $25,000 region as well. So really that 36 to 38 region that I've talked about a couple times now is key to break and give us our bullish alternative. I would say if that's going to play out, then we would have to call this, instead of a W, have to call this an A. This is a B, and this is a very shortened C, a truncated C, and now we're, you know, potentially seeing some sort of A, B, C down, where the C never passes this low. And if that happens, we can then call this a 1 in a diagonal and a 2 in a diagonal, proceeding upwards then from there, somewhere up here for a 3 and a 4, whoops, and a 5, 4 and 5 upwards. So this has yet to prove itself, but that would be the only way that this can be interpreted bullishly, in my opinion. So we're just going to have to see what price action does this weekend and kind of go from there. But I am leaning towards this. Honestly, this expanded flat looks like the most logical conclusion at this point. But again, it could just kind of bleed down here. So anyway, I'm leaning bearish still, and we'll see. You know, if the bulls want to take over, they really have a lot of work to do here to prove themselves. So that's the update for tonight, and I will update again tomorrow night. All right, good night, everybody.